Hello, everybody. Thank you for your patience. Thanks for hopping on. I'm really excited to share with you about this amazing viral product and company. We got a very exciting Zoom for you all. Sorry for the late start. Uh, Guys, we're so excited right now because we are going like this. This company is going viral. We're taking over the internet. And tonight you're gonna find out why. I'm sure you guys have seen stuff on different platforms through social media, but I have not been this excited in business in a very long time. Uh, I couldn't think of anybody better to share with you guys about why this is the most hot viral product, relevant product to ever hit the marketplace than Dr. Jeremy Thornton. Dr. J, just so you guys know, I love working with this man. He's an absolute stud. He's a wealth of knowledge. He's been at the top of the leaderboard over the last few months globally, top recruiter in the world, top producing diamond. And it's our privilege to be able to have him share with you all why this product is so incredible, his experiences, and he has a testimonial that I'll allow him to bring on. And after you bring on the testimonial, then I'll have you turn that time back over to me, and I'll close the meeting out. So, Dr. J, the floor is yours, my friend.
Awesome. Thanks, Dee. I'm excited to be here. And I just can't quit talking about this product. I've been in this industry now. I've been in practice 28 years and in the area of functional medicine. So I am a chiropractic physician. I am a board certified internist, board certified clinical nutritionist, and I've seen a lot of natural products, right? And I have not seen anything that impacts such a broad array of health uh, concerns, I guess, health issues. And so I'm excited to share this with you. We're going to talk about meeting TriGLP, these drops that are definitely going viral and for good reason. They have three pathways. I think that's something that's important to understand. We're going to talk about those pathways. We're going to start with GLP-1. Now, a lot of times when people, I'm not sure if you can see my camera too, when they hear the term GLP-1, they think about one of these, right? They think that GLP-1 is a medication or that it's a drug. But we need to clear that up because it's not. A GLP-1 is a naturally occurring produced hormone in your body. Always been there, always has been there, always will be there. The GLP-1 is called glucagon-like peptide 1. Your gut already makes this hormone, okay? It regulates hunger. At the brain level, it slows gastric emptying for satiety, reduces food cravings, promotes sustainable weight loss without effort. They call it the appetite whisperer. Now, wear and tear, poor lifestyle choices, toxicities, inflammation, a lot of the things can impact the not only the production of these hormones, but also the receptors that receive the message. And so the injections, of course, aggressively impact these receptors, these GLP-1 receptors. And I say aggressively because we see the response of that, right? And the side effects of these GLP-1, things like Ozempic, have a fair amount of potential side effects in people. And we're hearing more about that as we go along. Everything from pancreatitis to bone loss to muscle loss to eye problems, heart problems, constipation, a wide array of gut problems. And so it's important to know that this is something that's natural in the body. And what we're doing different is we're supporting physiology. We're not driving physiology. When we're talking about these drops here, this is food. Okay, I'm going to talk about the ingredients in just a second, but this is just food. And we're supporting these naturally occurring pathways in our body. But not only a GLP-1, which is the one that's getting the most attention by far, but we're also supporting the GLP-2 pathway. And why is that important? So the GLP-2, we call it the core shield. It helps to repair and strengthen the intestinal barrier, reduces systemic inflammation, enhances nutrient absorption, promotes digestive wellness and immune function. And so it's like the gut repair pathway is the way I see it. And it's actually been studied to improve what's called leaky gut. A lot of people are dealing with leaky gut, whether they know that or not. And I'm super excited the things that I'm seeing in practice. The GLP-1 impacts the one of the receptors are on the pancreas, and so it impacts the pancreatic production of insulin. It impacts the body's response to insulin, insulin sensitivity, and blood sugar problems, especially here in America, are huge, with 70% thought to be insulin resistant. One in 3 are pre-diabetic, 1 in 8 are diabetic. And to impact this is such an amazing thing and something that I'm so excited to see in my practice and in my patients. In a lowering of fasting insulin, for example, an improvement in blood glucose, an improvement in A1C. And the GLP-2, we're seeing things like lowered intestinal inflammation, lower of a protein called zonulin, which is involved in this leaky gut that we talk about. I'm seeing people have less sensitivities to foods that they used to be sensitive to that aren't bothering them to the degree or if at all anymore. So I know that it's healing the gut, in a wide variety of inflammatory things that we won't name diseases, we won't name health conditions, but we're seeing some response in these gut issues, and that is super exciting. So these drops not only do the GLP-1 support pathway, they support the GLP-2 pathway and the GIP, 3 pathways. And this is just mind blowing. So the GIP pathway also optimizes insulin sensitivity, glucose regulation. It helps to just smooth out blood sugars, both highs and lows, enhances fat burning and metabolic efficiency, supports sustained energy and mental clarity. And I think I get most excited about this when, a lot of times our bodies with wear and tear, again, this toxic world we live in, our own poor choices, right? Lifestyle choices. Sometimes this metabolic pathway gets influenced in a negative direction, and it causes our body to store everything that's coming in. And this GIP pathway has the ability to flip a switch so that our body actually starts to utilize this food coming in and these nutrients coming in as fuel rather than storing things away. And that's a big deal when it comes to metabolic health. And so these little drops right here are impacting all 3 of these pathways from a natural source that we're not seeing the side effects that we hear about with pharmaceutical alternatives out there. And that's super exciting. So clinical results are 6 to 7% BMI reduction in just 6 weeks, 10% body fat decrease with 0 muscle loss. Guys with the GLP-1 injections have up to 40% of the weight loss is muscle. And that's scary. We see a lot of people doing the shots, dropping a lot of weight. Let's say they drop 50 pounds, up to 20 pounds of that could be lean muscle, right? And if we lose 20 pounds of lean muscle, we might weigh less, but are we metabolically healthier? Absolutely not, right? We are in worse shape than we started metabolically because we don't have that very metabolic tissue called muscle. And we see people sometimes going on and off the shots. They go on the shots, lose the weight, go off the shots, gain weight back. Is that weight gained back? Did they gain the muscle back? That 20 pounds of muscle, they gain it back? No, right? It's fat. And they go back on the shot, right? And lose that weight again. And guess what? Now we're in real trouble if we've lost that much lean muscle. So don't get me started on that. 10% body fat decrease with 0 muscle loss. 100% fat targeted weight loss. That's not muscle. That's not water. That's all fat. Blood sugar, we see improved glucose like we talked about, A1C, sustained energy, no crashes, reduced inflammation. This is another area that really surprised me with this product is that it's impacting inflammation on such a big level. And it's just something I didn't expect to see as much as we are seeing it. And you'll see that if you're not in our testimonial group, make sure you get added. You've got to get in there and check out some of these testimonials because it goes way beyond fat loss. We're talking about just complete health transformation. And we talked about the digestion. Not only is it improving digestion, reducing inflammation, healing the gut, but it's enhancing and supporting uptake of nutrients and nutrient absorption. In fact, it's been studied to increase iron levels just by its impact on the gut. And that's exciting as well. Key benefits. We have 3 years of research and development. No needles, of course. Some people would rather not poke themselves weekly. Patented bioavailability technology, pharmaceutical grade, direct to consumer, right? We don't have to go to our practitioner to get the prescription and no medical gatekeepers, right? And at a quarter of the cost or less. So I skipped a slide here. That's okay. So this is for you if you want to lose weight naturally. You don't want to do the needles. You want affordable GLP support. You suffer from food noise. You want to switch from the shots to a natural solution. That's one thing that I've been able to help people that want to transition, right? They want a pathway off of the injections. They don't want to do the injections lifelong. And so this is an awesome opportunity and an awesome choice for those individuals. You want to keep the weight off. You like to keep your muscle. How many people want to keep their muscle? Um, if you want to help launch a viral product. And I think that this is an important, time is as we're coming out with, we're seeing more and more about the side effects of these medications. To have a natural alternative, to have a better choice. I'm not against the shots in all cases, but what if there's a simpler, safer alternative before the shots? And I think this is the answer. So we talked about health, just all food ingredients, and this is all we have in here. There's just the bioactive peptides from the salmon, organic lemon peel, organic ginger root, and some water. It doesn't get more clean than that, right? No carrier oils, there's no alcohol used, no other hidden ingredients under natural flavorings. We see that trick oftentimes in supplements, don't we? I call it beyond organic. We see all of these certifications, kosher, halal certified, GMP certified, non-GMO. Again, probably one of the cleanest, if not the cleanest, natural products that I've seen in my 28 years in practice. And it's a perfect timing for this. We know that 10% of the population is on some type of GLP prescription. 30 to 35% of Americans are currently interested. They're looking into GLPs, they're looking into these pharmaceuticals. And guess what? We have a better answer. We're entering a US market of more than 100 million consumers that are seeking GLP advantages but hesitant to pursue these injectable options. We've talked about the benefits of theirs versus ours. We won't go into all of that. That's pretty easy to understand. But look at this global GLP market that began at 48 billion in 2024. Just last year, 66 billion, and projected to be over 800 billion by 2034. And so you can tell that I get excited when we talk about this technology, not only because of what I've seen in my own health, my family's health, what I have seen in my patients and my practice. I get the opportunity to see people's health transform. I get the opportunity to see people's lab work improve dramatically, and I get super excited about it. And so I'm going to wrap up my portion, and I'm going to try to introduce my friend Tanya. Tanya, can you unmute yourself? I wanted Tanya to come on and just share her testimonial with you guys, if she's on.
Hello, can you hear me, Dr. Thornton?
There you are, Tanya. Welcome.
Hey, welcome. Thank you for having me tonight, Dr. Thornton.
Yes,
Um,
please share.
well, my name is Tanya Cooper, and I am from Western Kentucky. I'm 60 years old. I'm a wife. I'm a mother of two and getting ready to be a Grammy of two brand new grandchildren coming within a week apart. And I just am so excited to share these drops. I have took a few notes just so I'll keep on task. Um, in 2 days, I will be on these drops 4 weeks. And oh my. I've been in this industry for 31 years and I have seen the best of the best. And to be honest, I was burnt out. I was very skeptical when Amelia introduced me to these drops. And unfortunately, it took me a little while to get back to her and really take a look at them. The first thing that I really noticed was a reduce in my appetite, which was amazing for me. And energy. I help out 1 day a week at our local coffee shop, and I have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and I have to be there at 5. And I've been getting up actually before my alarm clock goes off, which is really unusual for me. Um, Another thing that I noticed was the food noise after about 2 weeks really started to calm down, and I was just blown away. And I have not been able to get my scales to move in quite a while, especially after I went through chemo and radiation and all the things that happened when I was a breast cancer survivor, which I've been in remission, praise the Lord. But a lot of things started changing, and I started having these issues with gaining fat around my tummy, which I had never experienced before. And it was just unreal. And so I finally, when I got a chance, I told Amelia, I was like, Amelia, what have I got to lose? I will try these and see what happens. But I have not been able to get this scale to move in very long time. Well, when the scale started moving and I lost 6 pounds in almost 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks, and 3 inches off of my stomach, that really got me excited. And one of the things that I really was so impressed with, I had started. I've had lower back pain for a long time, but about 8 months ago, I started having a lot of hip pain. And all my friends were like, Tanya, you really need to go get that checked out. So I went to an orthopedic doctor, and when I came in, he took some x-rays, and he was really thinking that he was going to see something, like bursitis or something with my hips, because I had been in so much pain. And he said, Tanya, I really don't see anything going on with your hips. I think it's your lower back. So I had proceeded to start physical therapy, and I started on the drops. And guys, you don't realize when you're in pain a lot from inflammation, I should say discomfort, because we don't make any health claims with this. These are all natural drops. But like Dr. Thornton said, when you start having benefits from the pathways with insulin resistance, and you start having benefits with the inflammation and leaky gut and all of these things that I had been diagnosed with years ago, the drops just really started making a huge impact with my inflammation. And I am proud to say that this discomfort in my hips, my lower back, my knees, I can actually get down in the floor and get back up without holding on to something. These drops could not have come at a better time, because in about 4 or 5 weeks, I'm going to have two grandbabies that I'm sure I'm going to be down in the floor with quite a lot. And I just want to say, if you're skeptical like me and you are on the fence and you think, well, how can these three natural ingredients do such major things in your body? I recommend jump right now, get these drops, get back with the person that invited you, and start sharing, because 60 years of feeling like this for quite a while has really changed my life. And I just want to thank you for letting me share, Dr. Thornton.
Thank you, Tanya. Real quick, with your experience in the industry, what's this been like just to share with others?
Oh my gosh. To be honest, I have been pretty much one of the leaders in a lot of the companies that I've been in. And this has been phenomenal. And I just want to give a shout out to Amelia from California, that is your partner downline. And she said, I say, listen, Amelia, I do not have time to do anything else. I'm burnt out. I'll just try the drops. And she said, Tanya, I know that you're busy, but just post before you get your drops. Just post and say, hey, how many friends would like to join me on this health journey? And Dr. Thornton, I have not reached out to one single person. And within 27 days, I have made, I know we can't talk about income, but I just want to say I'm getting ready to quit the part-time coffee job, and I've made more in 27 days than I would have made working probably 3 months at the coffee shop.
That's awesome.
And it's just because, so many of my friends, I've always been the small person, and all my friends that have struggled with weight have always been the heavier people. And now all of my friends that I look at are small, and they're all on the drops. And with me being a breast cancer survivor, I have always thought about what I put in my body. I've always been very cautious. It has to be natural. It has to be something that is going to benefit your body. And that is why when the Lord spoke to me about these drops, I just had such a sense of peace in my spirit. And um, this has been the most incredible thing that I have ever experienced, both physically, mentally, spiritually, and financially. And I just thank you all for allowing me to share, because I hope every single person on this call tonight realizes that this is something special and we all need to wrap our hands around it.
That's awesome, Tanya. Dee, take it away.
Wow, Tanya, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Th- I love the experience on the product, and I love how you transition from what the product is doing to the opportunity, because equally important, I feel, in today's world and economy is people need options. People need financial options. So, Dr. J, thank you. You always teach me something new, and it's always a pleasure to listen to you share this product, the technology. Tanya, love your chain, by the way. We didn't plan this. I don't know. That's that's awesome. But oh, you're still muted. Unmute real quick.
This little medallion, this gold medallion, I got when I was going through radiation, and it's Jeremiah 29:11. And I walked into a florist, and I decided I was going to do something really special for myself every day after radiation for 32 days straight.
Wow.
And I walked into this florist, and it said, His will, His way, my faith, Jeremiah 29:11. And I had that transposed on this, and I have wore this pretty much every day since 2020, when I was diagnosed with breast cancer. So, hey, we got a good thing going here.
I love it. Congratulations, and thank you for sharing from the heart. You're an inspiration, and it's so cool to see what this product is doing. And guys, there's over 500 peptides in this bottle. Over 500 peptides. No wonder that you're seeing so many people have so many different amazing experiences, and it's helping so many people feel incredible. We don't make medical claims and we don't make income claims. And it was cool to listen to Tanya's experience. And rather than me talk about the details of the opportunity, I thought I'd actually like to have my good friend Mick Karshner come on. And rather than me give all the details, how about you hear it, similar with what Tanya's experienced, Mr. Mick Karshner, he's had a great experience on the product side, which also has helped transition to growing a business, which I think would be great to be able to hear from other people that are actually living it, doing it. I've done this business a long time. I've built teams all over the world, and I'll tell you, I've never seen something more viral than TriGLP. Mick, if you could take a few minutes and share your experience, first of all, on the product. It's been less than 30 days, I believe. And also, because the product works the way that it does, could you also share your business testimonial and experience? If you could, you have to unmute yourself, Mick, if you're still on here.
I'm here.
All right, brother. First of all, you look great. You're thinning out, my man. You're thinning out, bro.
Uh,
If you could share your experience on the drops, and then also how that's transitioned to the business side of it.
I would love to. There's nothing I want to talk about more right now than these drops. These drops, I'll tell you what, I'm shocked at what's happening. Like what Dr. Jeremy just talked about and Tanya. Oh my gosh. And I always, anytime I'm on video, you guys, I take some. So I'm taking, I'll take 25 milliliter. That's a little tip, by the way, for those of you building a business. Video yourself taking them every single day. I have people said the 20th time I saw you do that, Mick, I thought I got to buy those. So people are watching, but you got to keep going. But honestly, I didn't really expect a lot on the drops because I'd been suffering from some chronic low back and hip pain for a long time, just wrestling with it, man. It was limiting my mobility for golfing and stuff and really pissing me off. And I had tried everything under the sun to give me some relief because being in network marketing for 22 years full time, I know so many people with so many awesome products. And so I had people shipping me all kinds of stuff. And I tried it all, man. and nothing gave me relief. So when I heard about these drops, I didn't really believe it. After trying so many darn things so many times, you just get to the point you're like, I just don't believe it anymore. I don't believe anything's going to work. And that's kind of where I was. But, they're affordable. And I thought, what the heck, I'll give them a shot. And I started taking the drops, and I took 2 or 3 dropperfuls a day. Like on the first bottle, I drank that thing in like 6 days or something. But I'll tell you what, within 2 weeks, the chronic stuff that had been keeping me down with my back and my hip was about 80% gone, the inflammation. 80%. Like my life was back. And so that right there, man, I was sold out because I'm 63 and every dude I know my age complains about their back, their knees, their hips, their neck, all kinds of stuff. I'm like, everybody I know needs this stuff. And so I thought I'm going to share it. And then what I didn't expect is I've been eating a carnivore diet, pretty strict carnivore diet for over a year, and had lost about 25 pounds just doing carnivore and walking. I walk 3 to 5 miles a day too. But I got to that point a few months ago, and I got down to where I was about 190 pounds. And for my height, 6'1", I should be about 180 is pretty optimal. And I mean, no matter what I did, I could not break through that 190 barrier. I thought, well, that must be my optimal weight because no matter what I do, it doesn't change. And so I started taking these for my back and my hip. And then the other day, after 3 weeks of taking these things, I hop on the scale. I was 180. I lost 10 pounds. I broke through the plateau I had been at for months. At 190, I just could not get past that. And now I'm at the weight I was when I was a senior in high school, and I'm 63 years old. It's like, it's blowing my mind. So when I started sharing this with people and telling them what happened, they were just like, oh my gosh, let me try those. I mean, in 22 years of doing network marketing full time, I've never seen a simpler product to share that people already want. Like, we're not trying to convince people to want it. They already want it because the news, it's trending everywhere. GLP, peptides, and starting tomorrow, AI, artificial intelligence. We have all three here. So we're positioned in front of an emerging gigantic trend that's happening right now in this world. We're all positioned in front of it. That's how you create wealth, not behind it, after everybody already knows, in front of it. So our position could not be better. And because of that, I started sharing this darn thing and signing up so many people. I mean, we can't say income claims, of course, but in less than a month, I've made like a full-time income in my first month that somebody would make in a white-collar professional career in 1 month. So I can't even imagine where this thing is going to go a year from now. Like those of us that get to work and capture market share and get a lot of customers on these products, the reorder rate is high. It's a consumable. You won't even recognize your life a year from now, both physically and financially. Those of us that go after it, like I'm going after it. Like they say, I'm an old farmer and they say, man, make hay while the sun is shining. Ladies and gents, the sun is shining right now, really bright. So just, I mean, go for this thing. It's safe. It's legitimate. It works. It's valuable to people and everybody wants it. So now you just got to go and tell them about it.
Mick, I love that, man. Thank you so much. Love your energy, love your passion. And so, guys, that's the opportunity. The opportunity is the product works. Someone said it speaks for itself. The results speak for itself. Whoever invited you to watch this Zoom, get with them right now. At least try the product, at least be a customer. If you love the product, just like thousands of other people, the chances are you'll be able to start sharing it with other people and earn an income. The income here, obviously, it's based off of the work that you do. Nothing's guaranteed, and I love the fact that it's based off of just product sales. That's it. We're not here to sell a business opportunity. In fact, right now, there is no cost to join the business side. They're waiving the normally only $20 enrollment fee. It's not a lot, but they're waiving it right now. So if you want to participate on the business side, you can actually get in for free and just start sharing the products. There's a 50% retail commission. If you sell $100 worth of product, you get 50 bucks. It's pretty self-explanatory. The cool thing about that is it's on customer one to customer done. You don't have to qualify to get 1,000 CV personally to move up in percentage. No, 50% retail right out of the gates for your very first customer. Every time they order, you get 10 customers that order $100 worth. That's $1,000. You make $500. Very simple, very straightforward. And we also have the business side, which is two teams. We build two teams, and that's it. We put one person on the left, one person on the right. You do that in your first 48 hours. You qualify for a 1% global pool, and you repeat that. You help those two people get their first two people in their first 48 hours. You help them get into the global pool. And also, you just got the first tier of the lifestyle bonus. So I'll touch on that real quick because I feel like that's what's helping so many people have success here where they never had before. If you've got a product as viral and as good as this, it's not hard to share it. So you will talk to people, add them to our YouTube channel, which is going on YouTube after this, add them to our testimonial group on Facebook, and they can start seeing all the results for themselves. They're like, hey, I want to try that. They sign up, they order. Two people who get two people, first tier of the lifestyle bonus, $100 a month. Pretty cool. And there's 4 tiers. The second tier is 3 people ordering a bottle or 2 bottles that get 3 is $300 a month. Not a one-time bonus, but a monthly residual lifestyle bonus. The next one is 4 people who get 4 people, and that pays $500 a month in a monthly recurring lifestyle bonus. Guys, show me a plan that can even touch that. You won't find one. You will not find a plan on the planet in any industry that with 20 people ordering a bottle or 2 bottles is going to pay that kind of monthly residual income. And the next one is 5 people who get 5 people is $700 a month. The opportunity in the United States alone is a multi-billion-dollar opportunity. Best part is we can actually grow a global online drop shipping business from our phone. Imagine the United States times 20, right? That's the world we're talking about. Imagine what an extra $500 a month in a lot of these countries is going to do to help create options for families. Not only is the product changing lives, but this opportunity is equally helping families and changing lives. So there's a lot of different ways to get paid. That's just a brief overview, 9 different ways to be exact. And it's exciting, but it all comes down to you loving the product, sharing the product with other people, at least even taking a chance. We've got people now that are growing this like crazy, adding people to the YouTube channel, adding people to the testimonial group. They're ordering, they're waiting for their product, and they're already getting paid before they even get the product. Why? Because it's the science makes sense. The truth makes sense. The testimonials make sense. If it works for thousands of other people, the chances are it's going to work for you, and it's going to work for almost everybody you know. So that's the opportunity, guys. Thank you for your time. Thank you all for hopping on. That's it. If you have any questions, get back to whoever invited you to this. And I just want to invite you guys to get ready for some crazy, massive global expansion because this company is soaring to the top. We'd love for you guys to be a part of this. If not, at least be a customer, like I said. Thank you all for hopping on. We'll see you guys next week.